Hello, I'm Theo Black.
And I'm Sarah Black.
And here's our review in under 3 minutes for Disobedience. No spoilers.
The rabbi of an orthodox Jewish community dies, and his daughter returns after years of separation, bringing with her some old angst. We saw the director's previous work, which was A Fantastic Woman, and we really liked it.
It's great.
And yeah, it's good. And I found Disobedience disappointing. There's a lot of conflict inherent in the situations in this movie. You've got Rachel Weisz's character returning to her conservative religious community. You've got her old friends who have stayed in the community. And between them, there's all sorts of reasons for them to want to know what's happening, to be in conflict with one another, to have questions for each other. And yet, there's nothing really specific that comes out of any of that. You know that Rachel Weisz left because she didn't get along with her conservative father, maybe?
I don't know.
And she wanted to take pictures of tattooed men?
Sure.
But you really don't know for sure.
None of the conflict or the tension or the story comes from the characters themselves. It actually all comes from the situation they're in.
Yeah.
And it is an interesting situation. There's no reason this couldn't work. It's just that you don't get any of the quirks or the nuance from the characters. You never learn, like, Rachel Weisz's character and her father had a falling out because of this one instance. You can guess maybe that happened, but you don't actually know.
Yeah.
And it's not the kind of vagueness that's interesting. It's the vagueness where you're like, I don't actually know why the characters are doing what they're doing.
Yeah, well, more information should give you more questions, and instead you keep having the same questions over and over again. And what I want to say is that lack of information also means that you don't know what's at stake.
Yeah.
You can guess that David wants to be a rabbi because that's the highest position in that community.
Yeah.
But, so if he doesn't become a rabbi, then what?
Yeah.
What becomes of him? You don't know.
There really isn't an answer to the and then what question. That's a really important part of storytelling for normal narratives, I guess. And in this movie...
Yeah, there was one moment where Rachel McAdams' character clearly explained to Rachel Weisz's character kind of what had happened since she left. And it was interesting, and I liked that moment, and I wanted more of those moments, and they never came. I would skip Disobedience in favor of finding the director's previous work, A Fantastic Woman.
I completely second that suggestion, and honestly, I'm not really sure who this movie is for.
Maybe you saw something in this film that we missed. You can tell us about it on Twitter.
We talk with spoilers if you want to.
You can find me at Pigeon_Sarah.
And me at Pigeon_Theo.